You know I'm back, like I never left.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Studio B, where we continue our season recap series where we're talking to athletes about what it was like competing in such a unique season. Our next athletes we're talking to is the girls soccer team captains Maddie Pearson, Hannah Price, and Becca Dagenet. Hannah was just named Plainfield Scholar Athlete, as well as Becca was just named to the ECC Girls Soccer Sportsmanship Team. We're going to talk about what that recognition means to them, as well as Maddie's thoughts on the season. So stay right here for their interview. Hi guys, welcome back to the Panther Podcast. I got Hannah Price, Becca Dagenet, and Maddie Pearson here for girls soccer. Guys, thanks for coming on the podcast today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And then first, I wanted to start with you, Hannah. What does the recognition of being named a scholar athlete mean to you?
I mean, all student athletes know the struggle of balancing their schoolwork with their sport and so many other things. So I think it's cool to get recognized for putting in the work because it is a lot of work. So.
Then Becca, what does this recognition of being named to the sportsmanship mean to you?
This award means a lot to me because it reflects the leadership and communication skills I've gained from this team. I've come a long way. I used to be that quiet freshman that was afraid to speak up, and now I'm senior captain being named this award, and it just shows how much I've grown with my teammates and this team together.
And then, guys, what was it like knowing on from very early on? I'm just gonna jump right ahead there, knowing that you would have the opportunity to defend your ECC title. What was it like knowing that going back to Waterford or going down to a turf field wasn't going to happen this year?
It was so upsetting. Like, we've gone to a final or a playoff every year since freshman year, and knowing that we couldn't go back one last time, especially our senior year, it was definitely heartbreaking.
And then what was it like knowing that you weren't even going to be remotely around for playoffs since there was a positive COVID case at the high school and you wouldn't be around for the tournament experience?
Well, we were bummed when we knew we weren't gonna get like a real ECC experience, and then they were offering, like, 2-game experience, which was we would take what we could get, and then we were so close to getting it and a week away, and that was it. That just made everything worse. It was awful.
Yeah, I was there for the practice when Z had to come up and tell you guys. It was heartbreaking to see on the seniors' faces, especially even like Alyssa Pankowski's like, I'm never gonna play with you guys again. It's over. Like, it was just such a sad scene. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you're gonna make me cry, and I'm not even on the team. I'm just with you guys constantly.
Like, I'll start crying for you guys. And like, if you start crying, Z, I will start crying. Please don't cry. Please don't.
And then how did your routines or basic team activities change because of the pandemic we're living in?
To begin the season, we had to be in cohorts and we couldn't even all mingle together, which is different because we're a really close team. So it's kind of hard being separated. And another big thing that we had to change was the pasta parties, which is it's probably one of the best experiences you have on the girls soccer team because it's such a bonding experience. And anyone who's been to one can say that they are so much fun. So that one was hard to give up this year.
I can safely assure you that I've had the ability to go to a pasta party since I've had one at my house. But man, I just want to say your technique of coming in my house, putting your bag down, establishing a bag area so where all the bags are going, you eat and you're out in 10. Like, it is the most efficient way I have ever seen a team work. It's like bags, eat, out, go. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Everyone's joking around. Everyone's in good spirits. But on top of that, I was just impressed by you guys know exactly what you got to do as soon as you walk into the house. It's like you're already establishing a line. You don't even have to tell you guys that you have to establish a line. Like, you're just establishing a line behind everybody. Seniors normally go first. It's like, whoa. It's like you guys got this down pat.
After practice, you're hungry. You're getting right in line.
And then what was it like to compete in a regional soccer schedule? I know you had a very strong strength of schedule coming into the season. When the preliminary schedules came out in the summer of the pandemic, you had Notre Dame Fairfield on there, you had NFA, you had Killingly, which everyone was excited for. You were going to play Killingly on their senior night. And then so that gets canned. You're thinking, all right, maybe we'll keep an NFA game in there. But your strength of schedule, basically, your schedule except one game gets cut. The only game that you're supposed to have that you still got was the Montville game. What was it like knowing that you weren't going to have that strength of schedule this year?
It was tough because we are a competitive team and we have been through so many years of like making it far and beating these good teams because we were good teams ourselves. And I feel like, especially since the people we lost, we didn't get to prove ourselves this year. And a lot of people had us down, but we didn't get to, I would say, to show our full potential with the new team we had. And I feel like people still kind of doubt us because of that.
And then you finished 7-0 with like to quote Coach Zielinski, he said 7-0 and 7-0 is still no matter what your strength of schedule is, still had to beat 7 teams. What is it like knowing that your names will be attached to this milestone in Plainfield girls soccer history?
I'm just happy we got the chance to make some sort of history this year. You know, last year we went to state finals, we won ACCs. Sophomore year we went to state finals, and so I'm just really happy that we added something under our names and had something else under our belts.
Like you alluded to it. That's the beauty of Plainfield girls soccer. Every year that I've covered the team, there's been some history made, some program first state tournament, quarterfinal appearance, semifinal appearance. That history just comes with being Plainfield girls soccer, as it seems. And then you had new faces in the goal scoring column this year. What do you guys feel led to the different faces with the new formation? What was it that led to the different faces in the goal scoring column?
We had a new formation, and it was mainly focused around the center mid, and that's where most of our goals were scored from, like midfielders and a lot of the juniors, actually. They're just amazing.
Guys, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you guys who had the most impressive goal on senior night. It was for my 3 years of covering the team. It was a pretty electric senior night and senior. We'll say 2 senior nights because we had technically 2 games. But what? All right, ready to hear. Do we have a consensus on this? Who had the best goal? What are we thinking?
I think Hannah Price had the best goal because the ball, she was just in the perfect position. It just went right to her. It was like it was meant to be.
Yeah, that was her goal, and she scored it, and that was
It was just a beautiful goal, like you said. It was right place, right time, perfect. Get ahead on it. It works all day, every day. And then tell me about some of your favorite memories from this season as well as your time with the team.
I think for this season, I know it's not soccer related, but the fact that we've been playing football, I think is fun because like no one was expecting it, and it's just another way for us to spend more time together on the days we had off of soccer. So
we couldn't pasta parties or anything, and we made up for it. We spent time together every day, like as much as we could during the week, and we went to corn mazes, and we did things all the time as a team, and that's what got us through it.
Exactly. And I was the referee for football. That was interesting, having 22 girls yelling at me. As you guys know, team bonding is such a big aspect of what makes the team so well, and I think that's what has made you guys so well, been such a contender, is because of how well you know each other, how well you play with each other. Just knowing that in the back of your mind just allows you to continue to be a great team. And then, guys, I'm going to ask the sad and sappy question here. What is it like knowing that your soccer career here at Plainfield has come to an end?
Don't make me cry. Whoa. It went by so fast. It was just blink of an eye. It was gone. Like it's crazy how fast it went by, and all the games we played and all the memories we have. And I don't know. It's a piece of my life is gone. I'm moving on from it, and that hurts. But it was so much fun.
yeah, it's definitely like a chapter that I've never wanted to close. Like it's finally come to an end and it's closed, but we've had so many amazing opportunities with this team, with going to the state finals twice and winning the ECC championship. And as much as like I hated the season and I was just upset with the pandemic and everything that happened, I just know that like my time playing soccer was like the best that it could have been, and that I don't regret a thing.
It's really heartbreaking for me. I keep catching myself saying I wish I knew last year would be the last year for me. It's really sad. I missed the rush of the state tournament and everything about it, and it's all coming back in my memories 1 year ago today, and it's just sad to look at.
Like you guys have been playing with each other for so long growing up with each other. Like lists recounted on senior night to you, Maddie, that you guys supported each other when you were in high school and she was in middle school. You were still there. For the sense of friendship is nothing less than speechless on this team. And it's just, it goes to the heart when you look at this team and say, you guys just love each other. You want the best for each other day in and day out.
I'm just so grateful that we all grew up with each other, around each other, whether we played each other or whether we were on the same team for years since the beginning. And I don't know, I'm just grateful for all the love that this team has for each other.
The fact that we grew up together, I feel like is so special to all of us. We can look back at pictures of us from rec and all of us being on the same teams or playing against each other. And I feel like every single one of us, like through soccer, has like morphed into like who they are today almost. And it's kind of cool to see how everyone's changed. And it's such a special bond that we all share.
Hannah Price, Becca Dagenais, Maddie Pearson, right here on the Panther Podcast.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Panther Podcast. So I'd like to thank my guests, Maddie Pearson, Becca Dagenais, and Hannah Price for sitting down with me and having a conversation about their unique season. Executive producer is Mr. Jordan. Project supervisor is Dr. Bickett. On-site producer is no other than my sister, Hannah Irons. I'm Jacob Irons. I'm signing off. Down on those haters. Bye, guys.